Stop paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to study in Europe. What if a European government completely waived your university tuition, paid for your medical insurance, gave you free accommodation, and handed you a monthly allowance just to study in the heart of the European Union? Welcome to the Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship for the 2026-2027 academic year. This is one of the single largest fully funded government scholarship programs on the planet, accepting over 4,000 international students every single year. It is open for undergraduate, master's, one-tier masters like medicine, and PhD levels. But here is the problem. 90% of applicants, especially from Nigeria, get disqualified instantly because they make one tiny administrative mistake. They apply on the Hungarian website but forget the local sending partner requirement. In this exhaustive masterclass, I am going to show you the entire blueprint, the mandatory document checklist, the exact GPA you need, and the two-portal strategy required to win. No stories, no fluff. Let's secure this full ride. We must establish the timeline right now because there is absolutely zero room for lateness in this process. The Stipendium Hungaricum operates on a very strict annual cycle. The application portal for the 2026-2027 intake is guaranteed to open on approximately November 15, 2025. The final, absolute, and non-negotiable deadline to submit your online application is January 15, 2026 at 23:59 Central European Time. If you submit your application at 0001 on January 16th, the computer system will automatically reject your application and you cannot appeal. This scholarship is highly organized. Thousands of students fail because they try to gather their transcripts and medical certificates during the last week of December. Use this masterclass to prepare today. You need months to gather the required documents and pass the entrance exams, which occur between February and April. The time to start preparing is now. Let's look at the contract. What are you actually getting? The Stipendium Hungaricum is an all-inclusive full-ride package designed so you do not have to spend your family's money on your education. First, you get a 100% full tuition fee waiver. Whether your degree costs 5,000 euros or 15,000 euros, you will never see a tuition bill. You will never pay for a textbook or exam fee. Second, you get a monthly cash stipend. For bachelor's and master's students, this is approximately HUF 43,700 per month, which is about 110 to 120 euros. Do not misunderstand this. This stipend is meant to supplement your living costs, not fund a luxury lifestyle in Budapest. It is a financial contribution towards your basic survival while you get a debt-free European degree. For PhD researchers, the stipend is higher. HUF 140,000 per month for the first 2 years, rising to HUF 180,000 per month after you pass your comprehensive doctoral complex exam. Tuition and allowance are just the start. The real reason this is a full ride is the support system. The Stipendium Hungaricum covers your largest expense after tuition: housing. You will either get free accommodation directly in your Hungarian university's dormitory, or, if the dorms are full, you will receive an extra housing contribution of HUF 40,000 per month towards your private rental costs. This contribution is paid for the entire duration of your study. Finally, you get full European Union medical insurance. This includes comprehensive national healthcare services in Hungary, plus supplementary medical insurance of up to 100,000 HUF a year for special services. If you get sick in Hungary, you do not need to worry about massive hospital bills. This scholarship is built so you focus 100% on your academics, not on financial stress. Let's talk about eligibility and strategy. This scholarship is open to students and professionals from over 90 different partner countries. You must be a citizen of an eligible country, which we will check how to verify later. The primary rule here is the 2-program limit. In your single application, you are allowed to apply for a maximum of 2 study programs in order of preference. You can choose 2 different courses at the same university or the same course at 2 different universities. It is critical that your first preference is your absolute dream program. If you are accepted into your second preference but rejected by the first, you still win the scholarship. However, do not just pick two highly competitive programs like medicine and computer science at the exact same university. Use the Study Finder link on your screen to find safer regional Hungarian universities that are just as respected but perhaps less saturated by applicants to guarantee you secure the bag. This is the million-dollar scene. If you pay attention to one thing in this entire masterclass, this is it. Thousands of students fail because they skipped this rule. The Stipendium Hungaricum is not an open competition. It is based on bilateral education agreements between Hungary and your home country, which is known as the sending partner. This means your application goes to them first. In Nigeria, for example, the sending partner is the Federal Scholarship Board under the Federal Ministry of Education. In other countries, it might be the Ministry of Higher Education. You cannot apply to the Hungarian government directly. Your local ministry filters applicants through their own criteria, often local exams, and only forwards the best nominees to Hungary. If you are not nominated locally, the Hungarian system will never even see your excellent application. You must identify your local partner before you apply. Let me show you how to do this deep research for your specific situation. Go to the link on your screen, stipendiumhungaricum.hu/partners. You will see an interactive map or list. Click on your country. Let's use Nigeria as the example, as it is one of the biggest groups. Look closely at the details that load. This page will explicitly state what study levels your country is allowed to apply for. For Nigeria, you can apply for BA/BSc, MA/MSc, and PhD. However, some countries have agreements only for PhD or only for master's degrees. Furthermore, it might list specific study areas that are prioritized by your local government. If your government wants to fund STEM and you apply for art history, your chances of local nomination drop significantly. Do not assume. Verify the rules for your passport right now on this page. Now we assemble the physical document arsenal you must upload to the Hungarian Dream Apply portal. Do not wait until November to do this. Securing certified documents can take weeks. Number 1. A valid international passport. Make sure it is not expiring within 6 months of your intended travel date. Number 2. Your academic certificates and transcripts. For a bachelor's, this is your high school diploma. For a master's, your bachelor's degree. For a PhD, both. Number 3. Proof of language proficiency. This can be an official IELTS score, usually 6.0 overall, or a stamped letter from your previous university registrar stating that your medium of instruction was 100% English. If you have this letter, you often do not need to sit the IELTS exam. All documents must be officially translated into English. Blurry scans will get you rejected.
The motivation letter is where you sell your academic potential. It is strictly limited to 1 page. Do not write a sub-story or a biography about your family. This is an academic document. You must address 4 points. First, why Hungary? Research the bilateral history between your country and Hungary. Second, why this specific program and university? Research the curriculum. Mention a specific lab or research focus. Third, how does this scholarship advance your career goals? Fourth, and most important, for your future plan, you must articulate exactly how you will return to your home country to build diplomatic, economic, or technological bridges between your nation and Hungary. That is the goal of the bilateral agreement. If your letter implies, "I want to stay in the EU and never return," you will be rejected. Tell them how you will use this education to become a change agent in your home country. This document cannot be faked. It is a mandatory medical filter. You will need to download the official Stipendium Hungaricum medical certificate form directly from the notifications section of the official website or inside the application portal. Print this 2-page document and take it to a recognized public hospital in your country. You are required to submit blood test results for HIV and hepatitis A, B, and C. You must also provide a recent chest X-ray report to prove you do not have tuberculosis. The form is useless unless it is fully completed, signed, and stamped by the attending physician. Furthermore, this form is valid only for 6 months. Do not do it in October if you are submitting in January. The timestamp must be relevant to the intake year. Application Step 1. Course selection. Go to the link on your screen, stipendiumhungaricum.hu/study-finder. This is the single database of every authorized Hungarian degree program. Use the filters correctly. Select your desired degree level, BA/BSc, MA/MSc, or PhD. Crucially, select your language of study. You want English taught programs. If you don't speak Hungarian, do not select Hungarian taught programs thinking you will learn later. Hit search. Look at the list that populates. This is where you see the tuition waiver in action. When you click on a course, write down the university name, the exact program title, and the program requirements. You are looking for a matches your curriculum result. Do not pick engineering if your bachelor's was in art history. The university will reject you for lack of academic background during the entry exam phase. Application Step 2. Account creation. Now we go to the actual centralized application system for the Hungarian government, the Dream Apply portal. The link is apply.stipendiumhungaricum.hu. Click Register or Sign Up. You must use a personal email address like Gmail or Outlook, not a school email that will expire after you graduate. Use the same name that is on your passport. The system will send you a verification link. Click it, confirm your account, and log in. Once inside, you will see a profile section. You cannot submit your actual course choices until your entire profile, personal details, address, educational history is filled out. The system is logical. It will guide you tab by tab. Do not rush this. Save your progress constantly. Application Step 3. Submission. Now you take the university details you found in Step 1 and input them into the portal. Go to Find Programs. Type the name of your first choice university. Select the course. It will ask for your preference. Select 1. Now repeat the process for your second choice university and select Preference 2. This ranking is highly strategic. If you get acceptance from your number 2 choice first, but acceptance from your number 1 choice comes later, the system will automatically allocate you to your number 1 choice. The last tab in the portal is Documents. This is where you upload the scanned arsenal, your passport, transcripts, motivation letter, medical certificate, and the statement of application. This is the secret step where 90% of students make their fatal error. If you are from Nigeria, listen very carefully. Once you click Submit on the Hungarian Dream Apply portal, you are not done. Your main competition hasn't even started. The Nigerian Federal Scholarship Board, FSB, does not automatically get your data from Hungary. You must visit the FSB website, fill out their specific application form for the Bilateral Education Agreement, BEA, and print your acknowledgement slip. You will then be invited to a computer-based test, CBT, locally in Nigeria, often in Abuja. Your Hungarian application is useless unless you pass this local FSB exam. If the FSB in Nigeria does not officially nominate you through diplomatic channels to Hungary, the Tempus Public Foundation in Budapest will permanently delete your application even if you are academically brilliant. Apply on both portals. What happens next? February through April. If your home country nominates you, your application is officially forwarded to your 2 chosen Hungarian universities. The universities will email you directly to schedule an entrance exam or an academic interview, usually via Skype or Zoom. This is a critical technical interview. If you applied for engineering, they will ask you advanced mathematics and physics questions based on your high school or bachelor's background. This is not a formal chat, it is an academic filter. You must prepare for this interview as if it is your final exam. The university professors must evaluate your research potential or your technical background before they approve you. If you pass the interview, the university sends a nomination list back to the Tempus Public Foundation for final selection. If you are applying for a PhD, the rules change significantly. You cannot apply blindly to the university. You must secure a willing doctoral supervisor first. The Hungarian algorithm will automatically reject PhD applicants who do not have an official acceptance letter from a professor at a Hungarian university. How do you do this? Go to the main Hungarian database of doctoral schools and supervisors, doctory.hu. Use the search function to find professors working in your niche, e.g., cybersecurity or biotechnology. Look at their listed research topics. Email them directly with your academic CV and a research proposal, asking them if they are willing to supervise you. Once they sign that acceptance letter, you upload it to the Dream Apply portal. That one document makes you practically guaranteed to win if you pass the interview. Final notification of results usually comes in June or July. If you win, you will receive 2 golden documents: your Stipendium Hungaricum letter of award from the Hungarian government and your admission letter from the university. Take these 2 physical documents to the local Hungarian embassy or consulate in your country and immediately apply for your national Type D study visa. The visa application process can take 30 to 60 days. You will need to provide financial proof that you can supplement the stipend, proof of health insurance, which the scholarship letter will provide evidence for, and police clearance. Do not buy your flight tickets until your visa is stamped in your passport. If you miss registration day in September due to visa delays, your scholarship is automatically cancelled.
I must give you this final academic warning. The Hungarian government is not giving you this money and free European degree for zero effort. The Stipendium Hungaricum is performance-based. Inside the scholarship agreement, there is a strict academic progress rule. Students who fail more than 30% of their credits per semester or do not obtain at least 30 ECTS credits, CFUs, per academic year will have their scholarship benefits suspended or completely terminated. This means if you take the living allowance, travel to Budapest and fail your exams, they will stop paying you and terminate your visa, leaving you with zero funding and forcing you to return home. Go to class, study, pass your exams, and secure that debt-free degree. The links to all official portals are in the description. Hit subscribe if this deep dive brought you value and saved you from the application traps.